Nintendo has announced that the Switch 2 is on the way. We've got a Nintendo Direct scheduled for April. A lot of people have their eyes on the big games. They want to see Zelda, they want to see Mario. But these are the 5 games that I would love to see as launch titles for the Switch 2. Number 5, Star Fox. It's time for Fox McCloud to come back and show us what he can really do. Star Fox as a property has kind of had a bumpy history. He's had some fantastic genre-defining games like Star Fox 64, and then he's had some stinkers. But what I would love to see Nintendo do with Star Fox is really blow up the idea of what this property can be. Much like what they did with the Star Fox Adventures on the GameCube. I'd love to see a hybrid of third-person action-adventure and then also jump in your R-Wing and blast off into outer space. I've been playing a lot of Star Wars Jedi Survival, and really this idea that you can explore these vast open worlds and then hop in your ship and fly off into the frontier of outer space, I think that is a perfect formula for Star Fox. I would love to see a new entry in this property that's kind of a hybrid of what Star Fox has been in the past, give us the ultimate sci-fi adventure starring our favorite spacefaring fox. Number 4, Donkey Kong Country. We haven't had a new Donkey Kong Country adventure since Tropical Freeze. It's been far too long, and I think if the Switch 2 really has some impressive horsepower behind it, the idea of navigating a lush tropical rainforest in the Donkey Kong universe, that could really be an outstanding game. Donkey Kong Country Returns just had an HD port on the Switch. I would think it would be great to see this property extend even further. It's time for a new entry. All the platforming from Nintendo doesn't have to come from Mario and Kirby. Donkey Kong Country has really been some of the best platforming that Nintendo has presented, and it's been far too long since we've had a new adventure with Donkey and Diddy. For number 3, I'm going in the vault. I want to see a brand new wave race. The racing genre has really been dominated by Mario Kart. Nintendo has focused exclusively on that franchise, but Wave Race has been such an underutilized property. We had, of course, Wave Race 64, which was a hallmark title on that platform. And then they followed that up with Wave Race Blue Storm on the GameCube, but that's been it. I would love, as we look back at what made gaming so great in the 90s and 2000s, to really acknowledge that whole subgenre of off-kilter racers, right? We had snowboarding racing games, flying racing games, and one of the big ones was aquatic racing games. And I think with today's technology, you could have some impressive wave physics and some really cool high thrills jet ski action. Wave Race would be amazing on the new Switch. This is a property that has been ignored far too long. Wave Race has always been a lot of fun, and I think it's time to bring it back. All right, now it's time for the obvious ones. If the Switch 2 launches with an all-new Animal Crossing, that is a slam dunk. Animal Crossing had such amazing success on the Switch. I think it blew everybody away with how popular it was, considering that this has always kind of been a redheaded stepchild of the Nintendo properties. You had your diehards like myself who always loved and looked forward to a new Animal Crossing. New Horizons just blew the doors off of what this franchise could be, and it really opened up to an audience that was receptive and wanting something like this. And cozy games are big right now, and we've all been complaining about how they cut off the DLC and the additives for New Horizon. It's been dry for a long time, and I've got to think that Nintendo has been working on what the next iteration of Animal Crossing would be. And the number 1 game that I want to see announced for the Switch 2 launch is Switch Sports Deluxe. Ever since Wii Sports came along, people have been bowling in their living rooms and having a blast with Nintendo Sports offerings. And when Switch Sports came out, that was a huge upgrade for this franchise. Switch Sports really took this franchise in a new direction with online play and customizations for your characters. But I think a lot of sports have been neglected, especially the ones that we saw in Wii Sports Resort. So I would love there to be an ultimate Switch Sports collection that brings everything to the table, brings back archery, brings back frisbee, tandem bicycles. Everybody loves their tandem bicycles. Bring it all back, put it in one package. That is a family night home run. And speaking of home runs, throw baseball back in there too while you're at it. Switch Sports, everybody wants it. Everybody's going to buy it. And if Switch Sports Ultimate launches on the Switch 2. Nintendo's just going to be raking in the money. So those are the 5 games that I want to see launch on Switch 2. I want to know what you want to see launch on Switch 2. Please let us know in the comments. Make sure you like this video and subscribe to the channel, and we will see you next time right here on Megadads. This is Fun Fully Grown.